What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Ben Thomas Show. Thanks for coming back today. Guys, we got another pre-order window opening from Mondo Toys, and it's for the timed exclusive edition of RJ MacReady from The Thing. John Carpenter's The Thing, of course, and I'm pretty excited about this one, but I've also got some thoughts. So stick around. If you guys like the video, hit the like button for me, smash the subscribe if you're new to the Ben Thomas Show. Keep in mind, this is a timed window that opens on October 31st, Halloween. What better day for The Thing? RJ MacReady in the house. Let's get into it.
I give you Ben Thomas Showtime. Here we go.
Okay guys, welcome back. So let's discuss a really brief history on The Thing, and then I'm going to give you my thoughts on the figure preview from Mondo Toys. If you know the film well and you want to skip to my thoughts on the figure, skip to about the 2-minute and 5-second mark on the video. So The Thing is based on a 1982 American science fiction horror film directed by John Carpenter himself. It tells of a story of a group of American researchers in Antarctica who encounter The Thing, an extraterrestrial life form that assimilates and then imitates other organisms. Now, without spoiling too much of the film, I think one of my favorite parts of The Thing is that you see this group of people have this growing paranoia. They recognize, especially with the sled dog, and I don't want to say too much there, but once they realize this organism is among them, it gets a little chaotic because it can become anybody. So any kind of sketchy thing that really any character does, you immediately think, oh, he's the next thing. It's awesome. And I tell you, they burn a lot of people in this film. And so I honestly think it's worth the watch. It's old for sure. Definitely violent, and some of the effects don't hold up as well. But there's some effects that are awesome and worth seeing for sure. And honestly, I'm loving that the Mondo figure has given us some of these moments. But it's good. It's good. It reminds me of some of those classic horror films where you don't know what's going to happen right from the get-go. And none of the characters feel safe. You get the sense that RJ MacReady is going to be the heroic character, of course. And he dons the flamethrower, which, for the most part, again, burns a lot of creatures. It's cool. And honestly, even still at the very end of the film, you're left with this feeling of utter non-hope. That's all I want to say about the film. So with this Mondo Toys tease, there's a few things that are important to note. It's available for 10 days only. The Thing, the MacReady figure, is a timed edition 1/6 scale figure, and it arrives tomorrow. That's Tuesday, October 31st at 12 o'clock noon Central Time. The regular edition will also be available at that time. It says in their post that there is free shipping to the United States, Canada, UK, and the EU, and payment plans will be available. It does say, see more at Mondo News on the Instagram link if you have more questions. Some folks in the chat have asked about how the packaging will look. Will this be a windowed figure so you can see it? You don't necessarily have to take it out of the package and you can display it in box. It does say that they've looked at designs with that option, but it's not confirmed yet. So guys, I wanted to put this out tonight because I think for the true Thing fans or the RJ MacReady fans out there, the exclusive version of this particular Mondo release I feel like is a must-have, at least for me. In my 6 scale collection, I don't have any figures that look like this, so I think he's going to have his own shelf, or maybe it's something that I bring out at Halloween when I want my horror collection to be on display. But I will say, the additional accessories here that include the Norris head that tries to escape as his body's being burned is too cool not to have. The dog that you see mid-transformation, which helps you to realize that the Thing is among the group, is also part of this exclusive. It seems crazy to me, unless the cost differential ends up being crazy, to not try and go for the exclusive version, at least with regards to this release. I don't normally try to influence you guys, but for me, this is the must-have option here, not the standard, not this time. I think these accessories are wicked. And it tells a story, which is also really cool. If you know the movie and you love the film, it tells the story for the display, which is exciting. I like when accessories do that. I hate when accessories just stay in the box. Feels like a waste. But sometimes accessories do feel just like extra, and it's like nice to have because you spent money, but you don't want to put it in the display because it clutters it up. I get it. I'm there all the time. So for the figure, I think the texturing looks cool. I think the paint job looks good. I think the likeness to Kurt Russell is actually really good, really strong. I like the paint applications on the flamethrower also. It looks kind of tarnished and it just looks really, really good there. The hands, I think, are relatively standard. I do hate the skinny wrist pegs, but there's not much they can do on it. I would be worried about breakage, so I'm hoping that the figure does come with some additional wrist pegs. Here's to hoping Mondo could at least replace them if they don't, if they get a breakage. And I think the flamethrower effect looks pretty good. The guns look pretty standard, nothing too stand out there, but I would say the stock on the one gun, you can see some wood graining there, which I think is kind of nice. It's a nice little detail. Overall, this is a nice figure. 2 head sculpts as well. I think even the standard. Okay, so I will admit, even though I pump that exclusive because I think the exclusive edition is cool with those gnarly bits, I will also say that depending on the cost, which we don't know yet at this time, we will know tomorrow, again on October 31st, Tuesday of 2023. We'll know the price tomorrow. What will the standard be? I'm hoping that the standard is somewhere in the 210 range. I'm hoping that the exclusive version is not pushing anything past $245. I think if it's beyond $245, it will feel a little high, and I will post my updated thoughts later tomorrow, potentially in a YouTube short for you guys. Now, while I'm obviously excited about this, I think where my main criticism here lies is that I'm used to Hot Toys or InArt 1/6 scale figures now, something that looks a little more realistic. With Mondo figures, they often do animated series figures, which I think works in this format, especially with the way they paint their figures. This does feel a little bit like a scaled up NECA release to me, which I don't necessarily mean as shade. While I do see Kurt Russell in the portrait, I do think that some of the paint applications are slightly lackluster in that respect, especially if you're trying to put it with some of your other 6 scale figures. That's why I said I almost think this would have to be displayed by itself to truly shine in the collection. But I'd love to be proven wrong there as well, because I know with some creative lighting and good photography, you can create some magic with 1/6 scale. That said, I wanted to keep this video short. I wanted to let you know, don't miss the window tomorrow, Tuesday, October 31st, 2023. If you're interested in the Mondo Toys version of Kurt Russell's character, RJ MacReady from The Thing, don't miss it. Looks pretty badass. Guys, with that said, if you like the video, hit the like button, smash the subscribe if you're new to the Ben Thomas Show, and I will catch you on the next figure preview video. Thanks for watching, everybody.